Well, from the middle of September until just recently, our temperatures have been well above average. So fall color is running about 1 to 2 weeks behind schedule in the Mountain State. In fact, here in Charleston, the trees really don't look any different than they did 2 weeks ago. But this morning, for the first time in a long time, I had to break out the jacket. Temperatures dipping into the 30s and 40s for the next several nights. That'll get the fall color to really start to pop over the next few weeks around here. Still, if we want to see the best fall has to offer, we got to accumulate some road miles again today. So we head north again on I-79, but this time get off at US 19 and head south, and then east on US 55 past Richwood. Entering the Monongahela State Forest, we look for the sign to the Falls of Hills Creek, and we make a right. The Falls of Hill Creek consist of 3 waterfalls, each progressively larger than the next. We're here at the Middle Falls, which is a 45-foot drop. Just below us is the Lower Falls, which is over a 60-foot drop, making it the second highest waterfall in West Virginia. But since we just went down 150 steps, which means we have to go up 150 steps to get back to our car, we're just going to stay at the Middle Falls for now. The trip to the first or Upper Falls is relatively flat and easy. But if you want to see the larger Middle and Lower Falls, you'll have to head down a number of steps, which means you'll eventually have to head back up them too. So keep that in mind. The foliage around the falls is still colorful, although we noticed a number of trees had already shed their leaves, many of which have dropped onto the trail. After a recent rain, those wet leaves are very slippery, so be careful. As we hit the road again and start heading east, we found that the best of fall color appeared to have ended in that area. Any annual leaf-peeping journey has to include the Highland Scenic Highway on its itinerary. But here at the Williams River Valley Scenic Overlook, as you can see, many of the trees are already past peak and have lost their leaves, and what little color is out there is pretty dull. Now, you will see better colors on the northern end of the Highland Scenic Highway, but in general, it looks like fall foliage has ended in this part of West Virginia. While the Falls of Hills Creek require burning quite a few calories in order to witness some amazing sights, there are much easier ways to enjoy the beauty of fall, and all you need is a ticket, although that might be harder than it sounds. The Cass Scenic Railroad is one of the most popular tourist attractions in the Mountain State, especially in fall. In fact, ticket availability for some trains is very limited, although there are wait lists you can join on their website.
Sure. The town is 125 years old this year. They came here for one specific tree. They came here for the red spruce. So if you've ever heard of Westvaco or West Virginia Pulp and Paper, that's who built this town, all because of that one tree. They needed that red spruce timber, which is a soft timber. They needed that in Covington, Virginia at the paper mill to make paper. We were the closest thing to them, closest place to them that had red spruce. So June 30th, 1960, the mill was shut down. April 20th, 1961, the governor proclaimed us a state park for the train section. We made our first run June 30th, 1963. Our summer season will run until the end of October, but then we'll go into our Christmas trains for 3 different weekends in December, and then we'll close back down again, and then we'll start in the fall or in the wintertime doing our run up the Durban route.
Tammy says the fall color this year is underachieved so far, but that hasn't stopped visitors from coming to Cass in droves.
We've got color out there, but it's not that bright that's going to smack you in the face because it's such a dry summer here that you don't have the rain for it, so there's not enough water out there. We got really cold weather last night, but up until then, it hasn't been cold weather at all.
While the fall color has been less vibrant than usual in eastern West Virginia, there is still plenty of time for the lower elevations to rebound, especially with the recent rain we've received and more nights ahead with temperatures falling into the 30s and 40s. My trip from Charleston took me north on I-79, then south on US 19 to Route 55, where I followed it east of Richwood to the Falls of Hills Creek. I then headed north on the Highland Scenic Highway, and then north on US 219 to Route 66, where I headed east to Cass.